Welcome to another beautiful day out here in the Creswick Forest. Well, every day out here is a beautiful day. It's actually just been raining and it is the freshest smelling air you will ever come across out here. It's absolutely magnificent. Okay, today's video, just a quick follow-up on the release yesterday from Garmin with the new ClimbPro features. And this specific video is on the 1040 series. So both the 1040 base model and the 1040 Solar. The features that were released with the 540 and the 840 for ClimbPro, which is ClimbPro Anywhere, Anytime, ClimbPro Ascent Planner, I think they call it, which you'll get climbs without loading a route on screen. Now, Garmin said early on, within all the press release materials and things, that the 1040 would support it. I assumed they just dropped the new public firmware release for the 1040, everyone would update, and that's it. Not quite how it's unfolded. What happened after a few hours, sorry, I'm a bit puffed from doing some hills. A few hours after release of the 540 and the 840, Garmin released a beta firmware for the 1040 series. And there's one extra thing you need to know to get it working. And that is, not only do you have to be part of the beta stream at this point in time, to get the functionality on the 1040. You also need to delete your current maps and reinstall your current maps. Now, there's no automatic map update. There's no little flag to say, hey, let's do these two things. No, you're gonna have to pull out your USB cable, get out your Mac or your PC, plug your Garmin Edge 1040 in, delete your maps and reinstall. That's the trick. Once that's done, and you have 17.09 as the beta firmware, you will then have access to Climb Explore, which, if I can figure it out here on the 1040, oh, look, there we go. Climb Explore, hello. And everything else that we saw in the video yesterday with the 840 and the 540 series. So I've been out here testing the 1040 today. It's the first time I've tried these new functionality, or these new features on the 1040 because the firmware has only just been released. And I've been doing a head-to-head comparison with the 840, which I have here on the gravel bike at the same time. Now, leading into climb number 1 of my 5 climbs route, the 1040 Solar and the 840 Solar were hand in hand, same start point, same finish point by a meter or so. And the gradient data, or the elevation data, wasn't too far off, but it was still 10 seconds, 15 seconds laggy. But the good thing is that owners of the 1040 are getting the exact same user experience with the update as the newer units. On to what I'm doing back in the Creswick Forest though. Oh, first of all, it did stitch 2 climbs together just before really, really well. So you can see, I'll put it up on screen here, it's telling me to go towards a very, very steep climb. I took a right-hand turn. The Garmin re-stitched things together on both units just brilliantly. And the hammerhead kind of didn't. It stopped and started another climb. So head-to-head, Garmin Edge versus hammerhead with this free-ride ClimbPro stuff. Garmin does it a little better when stitching climbs together to make it look like one single climb when you are free riding. So I like that. Okay, on to what I'm doing right now. I'm back into the Bermuda Triangle. Yes, the place that causes ClimbPro with bad data to act like a bad actor. If you saw my video, well, I've only ever done Garmin videos in the last couple of weeks, so if you saw my first Garmin video on ClimbPro, is it broken? ClimbPro technically isn't broken, but it is when you feed it bad data. You climb just around the corner here at the bottom of Wolves Road. The elevation was way off. And what I'm keen to see is, and really put to the test, this free ride ClimbPro, will it have the same problem? Now, the answer is no, it shouldn't. But unless we know, unless we try it, unless we get out here, put the bum on the seat, pedal the bike, and actually test it, who knows? I could be sitting behind a desk with a green screen full of complete shit. So let's get out here and test things. That's what I'm up to. Any excuse for a ride. As I said, Creswick Forest, one of the best places in the world to ride a bike. Let's get down to the bottom of this hill, find out what happens on the 1040, 840, and the Karoo. You can come too, mate. Let's go. Now this is an interesting one. As you see on screen, with the 840 and the 1040, the hammerhead has no look ahead on the base map, so it doesn't know what to tell me is coming up. But on the other two, I've got a little climb starting just now, which on the elevation map on both is correct. I'm going downhill. I'm okay with this. Now just a refresher, go. I'm not going anywhere. Just a refresher on this. This is all in real time. This is not a predefined course. These head units have calculated this with the information they have stored on them with the base maps, the updated base maps as well on the 1040. And it started to climb here. I'm still going down. And it still drops off, well, a lot further down here. -3. So both of them have kicked in very, very early. Way too early. And the hammerhead has come to the party at about the right time. So even though the hammerhead didn't tell me what's coming up in the look ahead, it's a little more accurate a bit more, well, representative of what's coming up in the real world. Okay, here we are. We are at the bottom of the climb now, and there is absolutely nothing sus whatsoever about a VS Commodore sitting there doing nothing in the middle of the forest. Nothing sus at all. All right, climb starts now. That's me running out of gears. And both of these units have kicked in exactly where they should. Now with the ClimbPro preloaded route the other day with the incorrect data that was loaded from Strava, interconnect, then onto the Edge unit, the climb didn't start for another 100 meters or so, 200 meters. So good news on ClimbPro and its ability to pick climbs on the fly and not have any issues. Theory confirmed. Well, in a sample of one climb. But it was still worth doing. Any excuse to get out here and ride a bike. Alrighty, as I finish off this climb, a few other notes on the recent releases from Garmin. I think they've landed in a pretty good position. People are very happy to see the ClimbPro updates. And I think everyone agreed with my commentary around the screens, the bezels, the technologies that should have been a little more than what they are. But it is what it is. One thing of note though, and I 100% agree with this, as I climb and climb and climb, is that I think the 1030 Plus should get the ClimbPro update. The 1030 Plus, still a relatively new unit, still got quite a lot of firepower under the hood. More importantly, it's an expensive unit. People have paid a lot of money for the 1030 Plus. And to be left out of these new features, that's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. Another comment that, again, I completely agree with is that, and there are many factors behind why this is the case, the comment being, wow, what a position to put people in. People with the 530, 830, 1030, 1030 Plus, who have been using ClimbPro, who have wanted this new functionality, they're the ones who have been saying, oh, we want this, this is the update that we need, we would love that, we love our Garmins. And Garmin have gone, yeah, cool, thanks for that. Now buy the new one. Oh, bit of a sting in the tail there. However, that's business. They're not a subscription model. Can't be far off, can it? Some kind of subscription model for newer hardware. I think Garmin should have really overspec'd the 840, the 1040, and the 540. Like overspec'd it by 3 or 4 years, and then slowly brought the software up to meet the demands of the unit. Very similar to what the Karoo have done The Karoo 2 did. Even if I'm not making sense, forgive me, oh, it's only 3%, okay. It's just me not making sense. Yeah, the Karoo 2 on release was a very different unit to what it is now. The unit was capable of a lot more than what it was up on release. Over a few years, they've added to it. It's almost a whole new unit now. Software-wise, usability-wise. Garmin don't seem to do that. It's almost, here's what it is, here you go. We'll make a few small refinements on the way and then give us more money in a couple of years. The RCT 7.15, which I currently got on the back of the bike, prime example of that. Lots of issues on release, still unresolved. Camera pairing, grabbing footage. Anyhow, all right, are we finished? Let's get to the climb top. Which way is it telling me to go? Should be about here. Is it? So now I'm motivated to finish this climb before I head back the other way and test out something else. Come on, climb, let's get it done. All right, I'll wrap this one up as I'm rolling along here and the sun is on the wrong side. There's an update, there's some chat on the recent release from Garmin and what you need to do to get it on your 1040 or 1040 solar. Won't always be the way when it goes to the public release. That update for the 1040 should come down automatically, and I'm hoping they just increment the maps by 1. So you plug your unit in, it says, hey, map update. But you will need to do those over the wire too. All right, and with that, I think I'm about done for Garmin content for a while. We'll get back to riding bikes indoors and out and see what's new. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.